Alright, today we're going to show you how to plant a food plot without any equipment other than a couple of knuckleheads and a truck. First we're going to show you how to open a bag.
Listen, these things are just absolutely frustrating.
Opening a bag with a dull knife. Okay.
If someone can show us how to open one of these things, I'd love to see it, because the strings don't work.
Some stringers are better than others.
Right. Okay, so there's our...
First we're going to plant...
That's our base mix.
Okay, we're planting Spring Champion mix. So there's a forage oat, forage pea, and hairy vetch. We're also going to put in some medium red clover, right?
Yep.
And some wheat that we found the mice were eating in the shed, so figured we better put it on the field. So this is going to be the maiden voyage of my new solo. It didn't take me long to lose the lid. The lid's gone, but everything else is still here. I haven't even used it yet, and I'm losing parts off of it. Now I actually tried planting oats with this, and they wouldn't come out of it. I think it's made for small seeds. So we'll see how it works.
Okay.
Where I thought I was getting a premium thing. See this gate here?
Yeah.
See this gate? You know, a lot of times you're flinging it back in your pockets, right? And this keeps it clipped out. And then your opening, your hatch opening is here, so this is wide open. And I like it because you hold it in the front of you like this. You can get it up a little higher, and it's not so hard on your neck. The bag seeder, I don't know. There's a lot of peas in there. Yeah. It's going to be a little of this and a little of that. Looks like there's plenty of peas in this mix. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Need some wheat. I didn't get enough wheat. Alright, that baby's full. Alright, since you're the younger, you spin and I'll mark the stand.
Are we going to put the lid on?
I lost the lid. The lid is laying on the side of 220 somewhere.
Didn't you tell me you didn't even get to use it and you lost the lid on it?
Never even used it. Okay, what you're about to see is the most sophisticated planting equipment out in redneck country. So in case you haven't figured it out yet, this is the hairy vetch, rye, radish, crimson clover planting from last fall. And it is now July, so we're going to put new seed on as an experiment, and we're going to just run it down and mash it over the top as if we were rolling it. We don't have a roller. There's a cultipacker down there, but we just want to try this and see if it works. John has done it before and had great success. So I'm going to join in, and we will do some mashing of rye. and vetch. Alright, that just took a few minutes, no sweat. I'd say we have about at least a quarter acre. And if you were to go and mow this, you would have big clumps of gunk all over the place, and you wouldn't be able to get seeds to come up through that. Some areas would be bare, some areas would be too thick. But breaking it down like this, it's not bad at all. Some of this stuff is going to perk back up, but what I really like is the way this hairy vetch goes down. That is about 2 inches thick. Now John won't spray anything, but if it was me, I'd go over this with a sprayer right now, and I think you'd be all set. This would be a beautiful mat of very light colored straw, and it would keep the sun off of your new seeds, keep the moisture in. You know, we'll see what happens with the crimson clover. This is all ripe seed that can seed itself in. It could fall down. You know, you get a heavy rain, it'll knock it down in there, and probably germinate in the fall. And as soon as we get some cool wet weather, which we kind of have right now, it's a lot cooler than it's been, but when it goes down in the 40s at night and you have a lot of moisture, that's when that clover is going to take off. I should have put some turnips in there too. All right, so this strip is done this way. The next strip, we're going to graze off with cattle. We'll put the cows in there and mob graze this size. Put the same seed down, mob graze it, and then we'll compare the two techniques and see which is better. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so that's all mushed down, and you can see that we've separated the field into sections. We're going to put the same seed mix down as we did over here, only on this one we're going to graze some beef cows right through fall. Now we can fence them in here, mob graze it, then fence them out and let that fall food plot crop come up, and we'll compare the two, see what they look like come fall. Okay, did you see what I was looking at? The mower deck on a mower like that collects seeds. When he brought that over from the neighbors, he borrowed it, it was covered with seeds already. Now, let's say that was covered with stiltgrass seeds, thistle seeds, pigweed, whatever. You go around planting all that crap and you're in the new places that you're mowing. So that's by far the worst thing that you can use as a management tool on your property is a mower. Sometimes it's a necessary evil, but I would avoid it any chance you can. Okay, this section we're going to mow, as you can see. Two things I don't like about mowing. One, you can see that it leaves big clumps here. Then it's bare. Then there's a clump. There's a big clump. And these big clumps are just there's too much there for little seeds to get up through them. It's not even. You get up where it's thicker, here you got bare spots where it was dragging. You got a big bare spot here. That's a great place for weeds to get started.